son. This is evidence. This is a birth certificate, you said?
Yes.
This is a copy of Caden's birth certificate. When you look at the last name, you don't see yours.
Exactly.
So you're saying,
or hers.
Or hers.
Exactly.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
At the time I was pregnant and I was in the hospital giving birth to Kaden alone, all by myself. I didn't have any friends or family by my side. My whole lifestyle let go of because it's in the past. The one man that is by my side is incarcerated. We communicate correspondence, mail, and on the phone calls, and he will always be in my life. He'll be out next year, and if he's in my life, he's in Caden's life.
So you gave Caden just a friend's last name?
Yes. But he's a good man, and I believe he will be there for my son if no one else is.
All right. And listen, you had gone through a very traumatic evolution, we'll say, and I understand that. But what we're here discussing is Caden's paternity. And so as we talk about Mr. Davis's doubt, we have to understand that, yes, that now a birth certificate with another man's last name on it gives him even more reason to doubt.
It's another guy that says that he's most definitely the father, that she's,
Oh, so there's another gentleman claiming that he's
most definitely
Caden's biological father?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's Mr. Turner. He's in court today in the hallway. That's the other gentleman he's talking about?
I met Mr. Turner years back. We also partied and had that lifestyle together.
That ain't his
It was
dad.
pretty much a relationship out of
This man
convenience.
is his
I
dad.
honestly do not remember at the time of conception being with this man. I remember telling him I was pregnant, just in general, telling him, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. I really need to get my life together and I need to do something because I'm still using and I found out I was pregnant. And he supported me, going to rehab and was very encouraging about that.
He says he's Caden's biological
Yeah, I
father.
haven't seen him in years, and 6 months ago, he says he's turning his life around and shows up in the city where I live, and he says he wants to see Caden, and,
So, but Mr. Davis is saying his doubt stems from the fact that he knows you having sex with other people during the window of conception, and that Mr. Turner is claiming the baby is his.
Yes, Your Honor.
That would make the average man doubtful. I want to hear from him. Ron, will you please support
He's the daddy because he don't want to be the daddy. Yeah, it always work out that way. And I hate that for her, because he don't want to be the baby daddy.
We're here discussing the paternity as it relates to baby Caden, and I'd like to know why you believe you are Caden's biological father.
I had known about her pregnancy, and I moved away, and then I lost contact with all my phone's information. So my daughter set up a Facebook page for me, and she requested me to see me. And then when I seen Caden, I looked at him and I said, wow. I said, he really looks like my other son. I believe that he was my child.
He looks like this guy, you know?
Yeah,
You think that's him?
my teeth, that gap between his teeth. He has a lot of
Let me see, he got his nose.
So he likes-
Yeah, he got his nose. He good.
He likes to act like all my children.
Oh my God.
And you admittedly were in a sexual relationship with Ms. Nielsen during the window of time Caden was conceived.
Yes, Your Honor.
You acknowledge that as well, Ms. Nielsen?
honestly don't remember. I remember we had a relationship here out of convenience, and I was around him at that time.
Okay. What is your involvement with Caden now, Mr. Turner?
When she contacted me on Facebook, I made arrangements to come out and see him. She likes to go to parks and he likes to run, so we run, we run, and it's an all-day affair. We go out and we eat. I've been on several visits, to see him. They were all good. To me, I thought they were all good.
Now, did you let him spend time with Caden because you believe he is one of Caden's possible biological fathers?
From day one that I believe that Mr. Davis is his father.
Mr. Turner, has she ever told you, Ms. Nielsen ever told you you are Caden's biological father?
She told me that she had doubts. She said she did not know.
So when she introduced you to Caden, how did she introduce you? This is my mommy's friend? How did she introduce you?
She didn't introduce me as dad, and for that reason, I never pushed the issue because I said before I wanted him to call me dad, I wanted to know if I was his true father.
And have you been providing for Caden?
I've tried to make attempts to provide for him.
He's not doing anything. Nobody has been there. Nobody has bought Caden a pack of diapers, a sippy cup, a toy, a tray. Nobody even knows what he likes. He couldn't tell you anything about Caden because he knows Caden.
Your Honor, if
So you feel like you're all by yourself?
I am all by myself, and maybe I put myself in that position, but if I could possibly prove who Caden's father is, which in my heart I believe is Mr. Davis, I would like to do so. Mr. Turner has not provided. He has offered to provide. Every time he gets paid 3 separate instances, he offers to bring pull-ups. Then for 2 days, his phone's lost, or he doesn't answer his phone, and he does not show up. I've told Caden DT's coming. He does like DT because DT plays with them and takes them, he remembers that time because he did play one-on-one attention. Any kid would like that, and he doesn't come, and then Caden's going to the door all day DT's. And he's not there.
see, that's the whole point. She looks for me. She talks about nobody's there for her, and she looks for support.
Basically, I would like to prove to Mr. Turner that Caden is not his
One at a
son.
time. What I'm not understanding is you seem to be angry with Mr. Turner because he is being irresponsible as it relates to bringing the pull-ups and doing what he said. But you said that you truly believe with all your heart Mr. Davis is Caden's biological father. So why are you mad at him at all?
Mad because he presented the situation. I would be mad at anyone if they said we're coming over tonight for dinner and they don't show
So
up.
you're angry because he makes promises he doesn't
And he
keep.
doesn't keep.
All right, Mr. Davis, why are you so doubtful?
Are your daydreams filled with salty air, gorgeous sunsets, and a certain je ne sais quoi? The beautiful beaches of the French Riviera are calling. Protect your European vacation with Allianz Travel Insurance to help you answer travel challenges like delayed or canceled flights, lost luggage, and medical mishaps with a nonchalant c'est la vie.
But she told me she was pregnant, and by me knowing her lifestyle and what she was capable of doing, and me seeing her with other guys physically, I knew that it could also be someone else that could be a father.
Okay, so you doubted because you knew she was having a sexual relationship with someone else as well.
Right.
But you didn't know that you were also having a sexual relationship with her. What else? Any other reason to doubt it?
He doesn't really look like me in any kind of way.
You don't feel like the child looks like you.
I think he looks like this guy.
I do too.
Yeah,
He could be another man.
That's what I said.
You think the child's another nationality. Well, Miss Nielsen is another nationality.
exactly. And you probably is too.
Mexican or something.
I honestly believe that he is Caden's father, and I don't have much family. I only have a mother. I've never had a big family growing up, and that always, I feel like I always wish I had a family. So if I could find a family that is in fact Caden's, and they could do right by him, I would like to provide that for him.
She probably ain't gonna give it right
At
now.
this point, I've heard enough testimony, and there definitely is doubt here. And Ms. Nielsen, it's time to get the answers for you and Caden.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm ready for the results, Ron.
Yes, ma'am.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Nielsen versus Davis, when it comes to 2-year-old Caden, it has been determined by this court. The biological father is. It has been determined by this court. The biological father is Mr. Davis.
I knew it.
All right. Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel good. So now my sons can know their little brother.
Good, good. That's what we want to hear. And I see, Ms. Nielsen, that you have tears in your eyes in this moment. What are you feeling?
Mixed emotions. I'm happy to finally know, but I'm scared for Caden. I'm scared for his future because I want him to have a good father, and I want him to have a good life and have everything he deserves. And I just really want you to step up and be there, Rodney. Please, he needs you. He needs you more than anything else. Needs a father.
Mr. Jones, you and your mother are
All along that, no, nobody knows who their baby daddy is.
Ms. Myers, of course, proved
If you watch this.
her son,
Oh, look at that baby.
Junior, is not your biological child.
Yes, Your Honor.
You claim you took Ms. Mylan and her other 6 kids into your home, and now she's trying to take you for a ride by claiming.
You took care of 6 of them, what's wrong with her?
Additionally,
I'm so young.
but today's DNA results prove you are not the father. You are seeking $1,500 for housing and child care expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mylan, though you do admit to cheating on Mr. Jones with another man, you say.
Somebody carry your 6 kids and you're still cheating on him.
Yes.
That's
You're
crazy.
here today to prove Mr. Jones and his meddling mother, once and for all, that Mr. Jones is without a doubt.
Somebody carry you and your 6 kids, taking care of you and your 6 kids. Is that? Oh my God.
How you got time to cheat?
I tell you.
That's gotta be a lot of work.
I tell you.
3 days after the baby was born, because I watched my son break down at the hospital. You know, he was gonna be devastated if this child wasn't his. It doesn't make sense to not know.
And so how did you two meet?
My mother and my mother was neighbors. When she moved back home with her mom used to talk to her about me or whatever like that.
And then how this relationship began?
When I first, moved home, my mom, I noticed him. She was like, this Mr. Jones, he lived next door. We started, just on the friendly note, hey, how you doing? We'll sit down, we'll talk, laugh, joke. I go back in, tend to my kids. Eventually, it started like, I could tell there was a little more flirting going on. Like, it'd be like, why don't you come watch a movie sometime? Or, I wasn't taking it very seriously, but it is an age difference between me and Mr. Jones.
So why were you entertaining this?
When we started off, we worked as friends. I go outside, smoke, he'll play with the boys, my 6 other boys. Eventually they got them
So
up.
he became close with the kids, he played with the kids.
Yeah, he came real close.
And did you enjoy that interaction, having
Yes, I
someone
did,
there,
I
a
did.
father figure for your children?
Yeah, I did.
Did you all talk about having a baby? Was this a committed relationship? Was this just dating?
In the beginning, we were friends, like I said, and then we just eventually did have sexual relations. I didn't take it, serious at the time. I was with my ex at the time.
Oh,
So,
you were? You were
Yeah.
still with your ex?
yeah, so that's when I kind of, leaned back off of Mr. Jones. But eventually, I seen how I was feeling about Mr. Jones. Even after we had sex or whatever, he was looking at it as a friendship. But my thing was, I don't have sex with my friends. I thought it was more once I did cut my ex off.
So, Mr. Jones, you thought this was just,
I feel like once I approached her, you know what I'm saying, I tried to make her my lady, she chose her ex over me.
you felt like you were, runner-up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause I came to her and I came to her like, ma'am, like, I like you and I'm feeling you or whatever like that, so we can make something happen.
Once I started sleeping with Mr. Jones, I was no longer sleeping with my ex.
You knew that a likely consequence of having unprotected sex would be that you would become pregnant.
Yeah.
Did you discuss that with Mr. Jones?
Yeah, I was saying he couldn't have children, that the doctor told
Why,
me.
why'd you say you couldn't have children, Mr. Jones?
Because I used to play sports in school or whatever, so I
That
had
baby's so cute.
to have a full body physical, and they told me
Your
that
baby
I
looks like
wasn't
him.
able to have kids.
So during a physical, they told you you would be unable to have children.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, it was at a point where they had got to the point where they were serious to the point enough for her and her kids didn't have anywhere to go. So I offered for her and her kids to come to my house. That's how I thought that they were in a relationship with
So
me.
you thought they were in a relationship?
Yeah.
Because when she and her children didn't have anywhere to go, you said they could come and stay with you.
Yes, ma'am.
And they did.
When they came to stay with me and my mom, we was then in a relationship. Yeah, when they came
Oh
to
my
stay.
God, this is
Ms. Jones, in your suit, the suit you
brought
brought,
6
you
kids
for
to your mom's house.
$1,500. You say she owes you some rent money because she was staying at your house.
Yes, ma'am.
But in your testimony, you just stated that you invited her to come stay with you
She had
because she had
nowhere to go.
nowhere to go.
She had nowhere to go. The bottom line, and I wasn't gonna leave her out there whether she had money or not, but eventually you're gonna get something, okay? I wanna look for you to reimburse me for what I'm doing for you.
And your son was living there with Ms. Mylan
No,
and
she
the
don't owe y'all no
children
rent
at
money.
her.
He did.
Yes, he left.
When I left, I didn't come back home from the bar.
know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
What happened
So
was she
now-
ended up going through my phone or whatever like that, and she seen that I ended up conversating with my ex, so they started an argument. So I left that day. And when I left, I went to a bar with my friends or whatever like that. My ex so happened to appear there.
Yeah, just so happened.
Left the prior, and
Those exes always appear.
this was the ex.
Never disappear. They only appear.
Just happened to appear.
It was so much going on at the time. That's when I got so upset when I seen the text. I hadn't even been thinking about the ex. She had been out the picture this time for a sec. The ex always appeared.
So now, when you're living with Miss Jones, the baby's born or you pregnant?
No, this
No,
is
I
before the
said-
baby even could wait. Yeah.
Even before
I mean,
conception.
maybe why conception could have happened then.
Mr. Jones, you took your one girlfriend and her kids, moved them into your mother's house, and then went with your ex.
Yes, pretty much, that's what it
Yes,
is.
Your Honor. Like you said, I'm young. It's a big age difference. I started getting a little. I got a little stressed out. You know what I'm saying? It's 6 kids, all boys, plus my mom, my two little sisters. You know what I'm saying? The house is packed. It was crowded. I got frustrated. I ain't gonna lie. It started to get to me.
Come morning, I have to go to work. So I'm calling him, I'm like, where are you? You know I have to go to work. And he's like, he wasn't answering at first, and I was like, getting mad. So I'm like, okay, I need you to be here because I wasn't comfortable with leaving her and all of her kids at my home unattended because she had so many. And by him leaving, I was like, okay, why am I doing this and you're not even here? And my reason for doing it is for you.
Yeah.
Right. And so you say she's trying to track your son.
I feel like she's trying to stop my son because she stopped taking her birth control. She said it was making her sick, but she should have started another birth control instead of stopping it altogether.
That's true.
What would be her motive to track your son?
She wouldn't be with him.
She wants to have him in her life. Is that true, Ms. Martin? Why did you stop taking birth control?
I was sick. It was just making me sick.
And so how did you find out?
Oh my God, I remove my bed
She
control.
called and told me I was with my ex. She
Mine is making me fat. I was so big.
Oh, your birth control?
Oh my God, like
What you had, got the shot or the implant?
the implants,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one in the hand.
Yeah, they be making everybody.
Oh my God, I was crying at home.
Okay.
When I see him, I was like, this is not me. This is not me.
I was like, battle?
I want them to, it was a wrong decision I ever made. One of the wrong decisions.
Did you, how many kids you got?
3 boys.
You got 3 boys?
Yeah.
No girls?
No girls.
You want a girl?
Oh, right now I don't want some done.
You don't, you done?
Oh, it's so stressful.
Yeah, especially all boys.
It's so stressful. You see, the house is quiet.
Yeah.
We got to them to skate,
No.
skating class. So,
Yeah, but all boys, it's gonna be like that till they get, how old are they?
oh, 10, 7,
It could be your
4.
Oh, okay.
Did you step up?
Yes, ma'am.
You did.
Yes, ma'am. I want to make sure. I want to make sure if there's a possibility of being my child, I want to be there. I want to miss nothing. I want to be able to go back and tell these stories and say I was there doing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? When he was being born, I'm right there holding my hand, watching everything. Yeah.
And you were there as well, Ms. Jones?
I was at the hospital, you know, like I told my son, just be there until we find out otherwise because I raised him without a father. And every child needs their parents. And I don't want him to be the man that his father. I want him to be a better man. So,
She ain't have to live for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I did everything. You know, take care of the boys, make sure they going to school. I was, feeding her, doing the cleaning.
So did you ever tell the ex that he potentially could be the father
I
too?
told him first. I was around him at the time, and I was feeling sick, and I was like, I knew I hadn't been out there that long also. But I did go to the store and get a pregnancy test, and it came out positive. I ended up telling Mr. Jones also, and he did his talking or whatever, but he ended up texting and was like, okay, regardless of what, if this my child, I do want to be around. Let me know when you go to the doctor.
So you were there participating like the father. Did you sign the birth certificate?
no,
I didn't sign anything because I wanted the DNA to first.
Well, that was smart.
yeah, my son cried, Judge. When I say he cried, he literally broke down at this hospital. He literally cried and broke down because he was gonna be devastated, and I felt his pain. I mean, I could literally feel his pain. That's why I contacted the court to help us, because I wanted him to be sure.
And when you say he isn't sure, can you explain to me what the doubt is exactly?
My brother passed in July the 16th of last year. And during that time, is around the time that she got pregnant. And she came to give her condolences and everything, but she came with another man. And on another occasion, I'm at a friend's house playing dominoes. It's a guy come to their house. It's like a different street. This guy come knocking on the door looking for her. And I'm like, okay, you on the wrong side.
See, I had my daughter because, the doctor told me I wouldn't be able to have kids.
And so between you
That
seeing
part
her
don't
with
make
other
sense.
men,
How they just tell you that
her
without
admitting that
touching
she
you?
also slept with her ex,
Yeah.
and then you being told, Mr. Jones, that you were sterile and wouldn't be able to have children, that's a lot of doubt for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mylan, you submitted a calendar to the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
This calendar outlines in red the date you were intimate with Mr. Jones. So that was June 28th.
Yes.
And then next it shows in yellow where you went for your ultrasound on August the 8th. They told you
That was 5 weeks and 4 days.
you were 5 weeks and 4 days. So if you count back 5 weeks and 4 days, all right, I see you've had sex with Mr. Jones. Now your ex, did you have sex with him sometime during that window?
I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days after the 4th of July.
So if it was 2 days after the 7th, this is when you had sex with ex. That's still a very close window.
You know, and I ain't never been through this situation, and I do have 7 boys and all now. I always knew who my kid's father was.
You did sleep with both men during the window of consent.
Yes, I did.
And so, Ms. Mylan, what are your hopes for today?
I'm praying, like when I first found out, and I was like, God, please don't let this be, my ex-child, even to the point where I was like, I'm gonna give it up for adoption, if I could just know off the muscle that it was his, But I put it in God's hands, and I was like, I told Mr. Jones, and he stepped up immediately, like, he was there the whole time, 2 months on up until now. He's been there, he's all.
And you named your baby Quanil.
Yes, I did.
What
I
name?
always,
Your last name, because he didn't sign the birth certificate.
yeah.
So, what are your hopes, Mr. Jones and Ms. Jones? Do you hope the child is yours?
Yes.
I pray.
We've been taking care of this child since the day he came out, Joe.
I love
And we're already continue to do that. I just want my son to be sure that this is his child. If he's there and he's saying, Mama, this is my baby, that means me and the grandmother, I'm supposed to step up and take up where he's fallen short.
I feel like me and her kids had a relationship before I even met her.
Okay.
So they used to watch me play ball, I used to teach them how to play ball and stuff like this. So I feel like that was there
He
before
was
her.
a male role model the whole time. Like, as far as them being around the male and him being young, like I couldn't believe the attachment myself. Like they'll ask, Mom, can we go out and get Mr. Jones, see if you want to play football or basketball, even to when they were, having trouble at school. Mom,
And so he was always there for them.
he was always there. Then we won't.
Let's get to the results. You know what, all these questions.
You also
That's
spent
for
money
sure,
on
that's the way that context.
care items, and you provided the court with these receipts today.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you want your money back if you did it out of your heart?
After I get done with the results, first I'm going to go to the results. Are we ready?
If that's your grandbaby, you ain't getting no money back.
Yeah.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Jones versus Mylan, when it comes to 3-month-old Quanil Mylan, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Jones, you are not the father.
Oh, man. Oh, Lord.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't know.
You okay, Mr. Jones? I'm sorry. I hope you will find comfort in knowing that you did the right thing. No matter what you may have gotten wrong or right in the relationship with Ms. Mylan, you did right by this beautiful baby. As for your suit, Ms. Jones, for $1,500 for the room and board and for all of the expenses related to the child,
You know something, Judge? I don't need any money. She's gonna need everything that she has to make her happy.
this is why it's an honor for me to sit here. Because I get to witness the power of forgiveness, humanity, compassion on a daily basis. Ms. Mylan, you got 7 boys, right? You want them to grow up to be good young men. So find good role models for them and good role models for yourself. Mrs. Holland, you say you could be served divorce papers at any moment because your promiscuous past has caused your husband to doubt your 2-year-old son, Bentley. You petitioned the court for a DNA test in hopes to save your marriage. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Holland, you say your wife is an admitted serial cheater, and you doubt you're her son's biological father. You have evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Holland, I'll start with you. Why are today's results
No,
so
where was she
important
cheating
to your relationship?
Lord, have mercy.
Because I want to be able to keep my marriage together. He's the rock in our household. He's the foundation. He's a loving father to our son, and I don't know what I would do without him financially, emotionally, mentally. He is everything to the both of us, and I don't know what I would do without him in my world.
So there's a lot on the line,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you feel your marriage crumbling
Yes,
right under your feet.
yes, Your Honor.
So do you admit to your past
Did you walk?
transgressions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, you admit?
Yes.
So you know you've been out there cheating?
I have been texting other people, but I have never, not once, ever slept with anybody else.
So,
What?
Mr. Holland, is your marriage on the line?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell the court how.
Everything in my life is connected
If she
to
don't sleep with nobody,
my
why would
son.
she want
He's
to be
my rock.
concerned?
He's everything to me. And I don't.
You know, when they
I don't
see
know
that
what I
test,
would do
their mind will like, oh, you've done
in
everything.
one relationship
Someone
where
dream didn't
I
have a
lost
text.
a child to a woman who lied to me for so long. I found out he was not mine. So this is my end. I don't know where else to go.
And I see the tears in your eyes as you speak. In your heart of hearts, you are wrestling with a doubt you cannot escape.
In my gut. I've used my gut a million times in 1,000 different life or death situations. I'm a Marine, and my whole life has been dependent on my gut. It's never steered me wrong, even though I pray God I'm wrong this time.
Well, thank you for your service, first off.
I hope he wrong too. I hope that is his baby.
So can you take me to the
But she gonna
nature
be
of your
broke.
relationship?
Cause you know, they be stay-at-home moms, they don't be having no other income.
She
Yeah.
was 12, I was 14. We met through a family friend. We've been best friends our entire life. We've always talked. We've had a pretty great relationship. I deployed overseas and come home. She was there for me to talk to. She's always been there in the background playing some role in my life, no matter what it was. She was the one who helped me find my path for my transition from being in the Marine Corps to being a civilian.
This sounds beautiful.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then at some point you decide to get married.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me about that.
Well, we started dating because he was supposed to stay the weekend at my house. And he kind of stayed the weekend and then never left. And I had some people that I was talking to that were male. He didn't approve of, but I continued talking to them anyhow. And he constantly caught them on my phone, their names, their text messages, Snapchat, Facebook messages. He didn't like it. We were constantly fighting. And I ended up pregnant in April. And I remember the conception date. It was March 31st is what the doctors told us. And I remember it like it was yesterday because we had some really rough anger sex.
Some what? Some rough anger sex?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I done heard of makeup sex, but I never heard of some anger sex.
And he had a lot of hair, he had me on all fours. He had me by my hips, and he hit me. He was in my throat.
She said she thought he was in her throat.
Equipment.
This TMI.
Oh, John.
You did.
Okay, I'm back. So you have your anger sex, then what happened?
Well, I ended up pregnant, and when we went to the doctor, I was 8 weeks along, and we had a amazing, happy pregnancy. He was there for all the doctor's appointments, all the ultrasounds. He probably found out it was a boy, and he just was overwhelmed because he finally had a baby with the woman that he loved the most, which was me until he kept saying that he didn't think it was his because of my promiscuous past.
And all the things I've caught her doing.
And what?
All the things I've caught her doing.
All the things you caught her doing.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So let's get into that. What did you catch her doing?
I have caught her texting or sexting other men. She's admitted to me spending time with another man. She swears she didn't do anything, but...
So you actually submitted an exhibit report.
Yes, Your Honor. I brought evidence.
You did. I'd like to see that.
It's so crazy I buy these pickles.
What this exhibit
I buy these pickles, but I don't eat them.
Really?
I just suck the juice out of them.
We were laying in bed that night, and she fell asleep on my chest.
This is
Just like
juice,
she'd done
this
many
juice is
times.
very good.
And her phone goes off, and I see a text message from her ex.
It keeps me from eating a lot.
Okay.
One, she was not supposed to be talking to this man because the week before that, she admitted to me that she had been spending time over at his house. So I grabbed her thumb and opened up her phone and started scrolling through it. Well, as soon as I opened it up, I saw a text message that said, "Good morning, beautiful." And I started scrolling back, and there was sexting and talking back and forth, and then the pictures came. And I saw a picture of her in a bra and panties that I had found, that I had got for her.
Oh,
So,
and you saw, she sent that picture
To him.
to her ex in the bra and panties you bought.
that I bought.
All right.
So,
This don't sound too good. Is this true?
Yes, Your Honor, it is true.
well,
He always says, bra and panties.
above it was enough for me. There was a picture of his penis. That was enough to sell it for me.
Wait, was there a picture of your ex's penis in the text chain, Miss Holland?
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe in honor, courage, and commitment. I always have, especially as a Marine. We don't do that kind of stuff, and I love her so much. I let that go.
You let all this go?
That's not all of it.
That's not all of it?
No, Your Honor. About a month and a half after we had found out we were pregnant, she was texting on her phone or Snapchat, and a picture come up, and it was the exact same picture that she had sent her other ex.
So you're saying she sent the other guy the same picture of her with the bra and panties?
Yes, Your Honor.
You might think
Oh,
that's
so
right.
you was doing marketing? Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, was it just a bikini or was it a bra and panties? What was it?
It was just bra and panties. I never went nothing naked, ever.
But why? You have a guy that loves you. Why were you sending these pictures to these other guys?
To keep them interested.
It was the way she was raised.
Or because I was afraid that he was going to leave because of his past with his ex.
I left her because she was cheating on me, and I walked in on her cheating on me.
That's a pretty good reason. Okay, so is this the extent of your exhibit?
No, Your Honor.
There's more?
What?
Oh, boy. Okay.
Not
Text
more.
message pops up on her phone, and it is of her sexting with this other man. And the thing he said was, "I wish you were here," to my penis.
to blank my blank? This is 3 different guys.
Up until a year in our marriage, she still was talking to other men.
You can step back to the podium, Mr. Holland. Thank you for that exhibit. It was illuminating.
You should be her.
Ms. Holland, that exhibit was damaging. And you pretty much agreed to everything in it.
Because it's true, Your Honor.
So you know you basically just lit a match to your relationship.
I do, Your Honor, but at the same time, I told him this never went any further than just texting or sexting, as he likes to call it, and I can't control what other people text me.
But you can control yourself sending pictures of you in your bra and panties that he bought. So now, Mr. Holland, because of all this,
You're a good man if you forgave her for that. Because anybody else would have been gone.
Nobody's ever been born in my family. We're a very deep Irish family, and we all have really dark hair.
I've told him 1,001 times, I was born with bleach blonde hair. I have blue eyes. I have baby pictures that look just like him.
He doesn't look like his mother.
But I told you, he has your big old egg head. He has your forehead, your ears, your black eyelashes. That baby is yours. And I know that he is yours.
And why are you so emotional right now, Ms. Holland?
Because I was raised without a father. I want my kids to have their dad in their life.
Mr. Holland,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you able to bond with Bentley?
He's my world.
So you established this beautiful relationship. And I'm sure he's saying, Daddy or Dad has something.
He says, Dad, that's
Dad.
the first word.
Of course. And he is your world.
He is.
But you are not able to rest comfortably in your role as father because you don't know if he is truly your biological son.
I think he is.
All right.
What you
I
think?
wake up in the middle of the night not knowing
Yeah, I think.
That's what you're thinking
Yeah, I
about?
think so too.
that. All the times I've caught her lying to me and cheating on me and stuff.
But what if her ex
Yeah,
is
he actually knows she cheated on him.
Where do we go from here?
Hey, why she do it like that? That's wrong.
How you supposed to be a father?
They be messing up good
A
men, don't they?
beautiful child that's not yours.
Men be
That
messing up
another
good
man
men
needs to be
too.
taken care of, because it's a man's job to be a father.
All right. Well, Ms. Holland, you admit to every destructive thing you've done to basically rip through the fabric of your marriage.
Yes, Your Honor.
Has Bentley ever met your ex?
No, Your Honor.
But if your ex is the father, he will be around Bentley.
And he has the right to because he is biologically his dad. He will have the right to be able to know that that's his kid.
If he wants anything to do it.
That's the point.
So why would she say that if she knew he wasn't a
That's
father?
right, too, don't you?
Yes.
How could Bentley potentially 2%, 1% be your ex's
If you never slept
biological
with him.
child?
She just
If
told on
you
herself.
never, ever slept with anybody else besides Mr. Howard.
I haven't, Your Honor. I was just initiating that if he was, he would have the right as a father to do that, but he's not.
So just to be
She
clear,
told on herself.
I'm not gonna be surprised when I open this envelope, because your testimony at the end was very different from your testimony at the beginning.
Right.
It's not gonna be any surprises, he's the father.
All right, Jerome?
I think he the father.
Yeah.
If he ain't, this gonna be
These
devastating.
results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Holland versus Holland, when it comes to 2-year-old Bentley,
Why they wait so long?
it has been determined by this court. Mr. Holland, you
Why she wait so long?
Ms. Jones, you claim the defendant is an ex-boyfriend who got you pregnant and now refuses to do anything for your 8-month-old daughter, Hazel.
Yes.
You and your mother petitioned the court for a DNA test to prove that he is Hazel's father, so he will finally step up. Mr. Joyner, you say you are a responsible U.S. military veteran who would never neglect a call to duty and are 100% certain you are not her child's biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Jones, what has Mr. Joyner done for your child?
He has not done anything. Babies cost a lot of money, and I'm a single mother, and I can't do it on my own, and Hazel really needs her dad in her life. He is her father.
And he's been denying her since birth?
Since I was pregnant with her. I've been trying to reach out to him,
I
I got doctor's appointments coming up. Do you want to come? I mean, he just had no interest really since I got pregnant with her at 6 weeks.
You've done nothing for Hazel, Mr. Joyner?
No, Your Honor, I haven't.
Tell the court why.
Honestly, I don't feel like it's my baby. I don't feel like it's my baby.
You don't feel, or what are your doubts?
It is not my baby. It is not my baby. I am a U.S. Veteran. I'm a military veteran, and I do take care of my responsibilities.
Do you have other children?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
So you, just from the start, didn't believe it?
No, Your Honor.
Take me back to the nature of this relationship. Were you in a committed relationship, dating, what?
No, Your Honor.
We were dating.
Your Honor, I would not say we was dating in any kind of serious relationship. I met her at our place where we worked at. It was a restaurant, and I mean, the first night I brought her home, Your Honor, I didn't even know her name. I mean,
That's true. That was really a
You say
teenager.
it's a relationship, Ms. Jones. He says it wasn't a relationship at all.
But let's meet in restaurants. Like when they are working in
When I was
restaurants.
by his house, his auntie, one of his family members brought me home from work, and we chilled over here where he lives at, and we talked for a long time, so it's not like he didn't know my name. We worked together. So, and then probably an hour and a half after that, we had intercourse.
And so you used protection.
We didn't.
How long did this relationship, sexual relationship, or whatever it was, go on?
It started January 21st and ended probably end of March.
So, Mom,
So y'all really didn't
did your
have
daughter
a-
ever introduce you to Miss Joyner? Mr. Joyner, did you know anything about him?
Yes, ma'am. I know the situation because she used to take my car and go over there and visit him and stay sometimes the night and everything with him. I even went over there to his residence, spent the weekend and everything with them, with my other grandson. So that's how I know he's denied it. He's lying, Your Honor. Yes, he is. Because I used to go pick him up from the restaurant, him and her, where they work together and everything. Yes.
Do you remember her picking you guys up?
Your Honor, I'm not denying that we didn't see each other, but what we're here about is the baby. And I know for a fact that she was having sexual intercourse with at least 2 other people from our workplace.
No. It wasn't 2 other people. Once we got serious, I cut all that off. And that was probably like, I give it take 3 weeks after that. I cut everybody off to be with him.
She was serious with him, Your Honor, very serious.
I met my grandparents, all my family, my friends.
Everybody. I really had respected him. I said, Livia, it look like you got a good man this time in your life. And I was respecting him. I was going over there to his home, and I was cooking for him and cleaning up.
Oh my God.
I spent time with each other. Because I thought it was serious.
Why are you spending time with her mother and her at your house and doing all that if it's just a sexual relationship and you don't care anything about it?
They pushed their way in on me, Your Honor.
No, that's not true.
You say this was just casual, it was nothing, but when a
Push their way in.
young woman's mother says, I'm over there cooking and cleaning and we
Why would
going
you
over
cook for
there.
your
Even with thanking asking me.
For the
So
sheep,
when I was
for-
coming over there and stuff and cooking and stuff, he said, tell your mama, thank you, I appreciate it and stuff.
And you thought you were over there with your daughter's boyfriend and just helping them out?
Yes, ma'am. Her grandmother and all of them, stuff like that, they was liking him. They really was. If it wasn't serious, why he was talking about him and her moving in together. Him and her moving in the place.
When did that happen?
When they was with each other.
Y'all know, when I met her, she was supposed to be moving to Texas in 1 week. She said, I'm moving to Texas with my boyfriend, or baby daddy, whatever it was, in 1 week. So as far as I knew, in my mind, I was just gonna, do it with her for a few days, and then she was gonna be gone.
But did I ever leave? Did I ever leave?
Exactly, she never left.
No, I was committed to you and only you, so.
I never asked her, hey, will you be with me? Will you be my
You have, many a time.
As far as
I don't know if that was to get me out my drawers or what, but you have many a time.
So what happened when you told him you were pregnant?
I called him and I was like, I got something to tell you. I'm at the hospital. He was like, don't tell me you're pregnant. I said, well, I'm pregnant. And like he just sat on the phone silent, and he said, I'm gonna call you back, and he never called me back. And I'm just waiting for the phone to ring and no call back from Mr. Joyner.
You never called back?
I had to take some time to think about it. Like I said, I was not the only one. I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I know that she was having sex in that time frame of which it could be me or it could have been the other guy.
How do you know this?
Because when she came to me and said she was pregnant, it might have been 3 weeks, maybe a month after I met her.
How do you know she was even having sex with anybody else?
Because it was everybody at the workplace knew. Even she
And
was
everybody at the workplace knew that me and you were messing around too.
Two, also.
So wait, Ms. Jones, are you admitting what he says is true, that you were sleeping with other people when you first started sleeping
It
with
was
him?
one guy I was sleeping with, but I cut it off. Yeah,
Well, then that substantiates his testimony.
Yeah.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Why do you think she's claiming you're the father then if you say there's this other person and everybody knew it?
He's a little boy and I'm a man. I have my own place. She seen what it was, and she seen my means of, what I had, and then the other guy she was, guy or two that she was sleeping with at the time, and she thought that I would be the best decision.
Or we were together, or we were dating, we were in serious relationships. Like everything was about Mr. Joyner. When we were working together, Mr. Joyner, Miss Jones, everybody knew us. Messing around, everybody knew we was messing around. It wasn't no other person.
We knew each other for maybe a month after she.
Man, she got pregnant so fast.
Your Honor, I just moved there from Virginia. 25 years old I am. And I've been having sex roughly 10, 11, 12 years. I've never gotten any female pregnant at all. And then I moved down there the first week I meet
All it
her.
happens one time.
The first week I meet her.
So wait a minute, are you responsible or just lucky? Because do you use protection and you haven't sex these 11 years?
To be honest with you, no.
Well, that's irresponsible. You just told me you're a responsible military man. Now, I thank you for your service, I will say that. But if you're responsible, how are you having sex for 11 years and never using protection?
Well, how it was to say I'm irresponsible? Okay, yeah, I could have.
I'm telling you you are. For 11 years having sex and you're not using protection? Really?
I don't think that means I'm irresponsible.
You don't?
No.
Well, look, I'd rather be irresponsible than dead. And that too, having unprotected sex for 11 years.
Okay, I could be, but I'm just the first one to admit it. I'm not the first guy who admits that, they don't like to use the term. So I don't like to use the term. I'm not saying every time I had sex. What I mean is I was in long-term relationships, Your Honor.
So wait, but you're telling me you were not in a long-term relationship with her. You're telling me this was only a sexual relationship with her. Were you using protection with her? No. With Ms. Jones?
No, I did not.
Mr. Joyner, actually your mother's here in court. I'd like to hear from her. Ron, will you please escort her in? Thank you. Hello, Ms. Joyner. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem.
We're here discussing baby Hazel,
Yes,
her
ma'am.
paternity, and Ms.
That's probably
Jones
is
asserts
his
that your son, Mr. Joyner, is
Does
the
that make it look like
biological
it
father.
could be
Do
next?
you believe that?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Yes.
I
Please
absolutely do.
tell the court why.
Well, they called to see me when she was 2 days old. Olivia, I didn't find out until 2 weeks before that she was pregnant. When you
Your son never told you.
you know, you just know. I have a grandmother's ring I got in April. It has Hazel's name and birthday right with the rest of my grandkids. I absolutely believe 100% that she is his.
And what makes you believe so strong?
As a mother, you just know. You just know, and to me, she looks like him.
Yes.
Girl, I have this to say. Not too long ago, a couple years ago, in West Virginia, where I moved from, there was another situation just similar to this one right here. The girl said that she had a baby, you know, it was mine, all this, and I mean, this baby looked identical to me. Identical. I thought so myself. I got attached to this baby, and the test result came in, and it was negative. And my mother was, bringing the baby around, and
Oh, Lord, this ain't good now, I don't know what
everybody thought so, 100%. That's why, the situation has happened before, and that's.
So you've been through this, and it did not turn out in your favor, it didn't turn out to be, even you thought this particular child.
It looked exactly like.
Looked just like him, 3 years old. Yeah.
So why do you believe your mother is saying that she truly believes Miss Jones' child, baby Hazel, is your biological child? Why do you think your mother's saying that?
I don't know, maybe just deep down she's ready for me to have a kid. I mean,
You're not responsible to have a baby.
My little brother, he has 2 of them, and I don't have any.
It has nothing to do with that, because he ain't got his crap together either. Neither one, I mean, they're both young, I get it, but they're not responsible. Not responsible. Needs to grow up, and denying it is not gonna help. You're missing every day that you don't.
It sounds like your mother has stepped up in your absence thus far, because she is 8 months old.
I was helping Olivia from day one. I have been there about that baby. Diapers, clothes for me from day one, when neither one of them was.
I was fighting for his when nobody was.
When all I had was my mom.
Excuse me.
When I was pregnant, where was y'all? Where was the joiner?
When did I find out, sweetheart? I can't do the rest of it.
Well, I told her your son didn't tell you that I was pregnant.
All right, let's get some order, because I want to understand what's going on.
I just want to test. I just want to test to prove it because of the situation that's happened before in the past.
But you wouldn't pay for it. You wouldn't pay for it. A man would have paid for it. $700. Just that. Sorry.
No, that's what you're here to do.
I mean,
that's what you're here to do.
That's the facts.
I agree. I mean, when you say in open court that you are a responsible military veteran.
Right, well, you didn't get one right away, you could've got one.
From around the way because of the way you live and what you have, and you have a home and you have this. If you say, I'd like to have a paternity test, if you know she doesn't have the means and the answer is important to you and there's a baby on the line that could potentially be yours, why not just say, I'm gonna pay for it, I'd like you to bring Hazel and let's get this done.
Right.
Why didn't you get the test done if you have the means and you are so responsible?
Right. Well, I mean, just because I have the means, don't mean I have $700 to just go. I mean, what if it wasn't mine? Then that's all she had to do was go to I told her, file to go through the state and all this, all this could have been done too long ago.
When Hazel was born, I was on the internet.
And I was keeping Hazel while she was working at night. She has another child. So she is trying. She is a single mother. She is young. She don't know. He's a little older, should have enough sense to do it.
So, Ms. Jones, was it unprotected sex with the other person or protected?
It was protected.
Condoms are only 99%, not 100%.
You guys just keep for everybody, and no condom is 100%.
She just admitted to having sex with another guy in that time frame. So how, for her to pinpoint me and say, you're the father, I just want to know how she come up with that. Maybe it's because I had a place, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a military man.
Well, she says when she met you, she cut the other guy out and was only sleeping with you. So if the child was conceived in a window of time when she was only sleeping with you, then you're the only possible father.
I'm 100% positive.
But you're the only one I was
in that window, when she said, I'm pregnant, when you go take it back to when she could have gotten pregnant, in that window, I was not the only one.
My contraceptive date was February 4th when I went to the doctor. And it points straight to you. That's how I knew who it was, hands down.
Well, I think the only way to move forward is to get the results.
Yes.
Let her get them. Ron, the envelope, please.
No, she's so confident. This baby better not be
When it comes
nobody
to
else's.
8-month-old Hazel Jones,
That baby's so cute.
it
All
has
of
been
them cute.
determined by this
Let
court.
me have some cute
Mr.
babies over
Joyner,
here.
you
No, that's fine.
are the father.
The mama knew.
I see tears in your eyes when you're looking at your baby. What do you feel?
Man up to the mouth.
What do you feel?
She is, she's a doll baby.
What do you feel, Mr. Joy?
She's beautiful. I'm sorry for denying her.
And I will say this, Mr. Joyner, you've lost some time, and I can see from your reaction, you worked yourself up to believe there was no way she could be yours. And you know what? I understood why, because you had been in a situation
And it was
where
too,
you
it was so
lost-
fast. That's why I be like, how these girls get getting pregnant so fast?
And it just moved.
Yeah, it's somebody that just got
in
with.
some ways,
And like, you don't even know if y'all gonna be together or
it's
not.
almost probably a defense
Don't mind
mechanism.
these kids.
Like, I'm just not buying it until I know.
Yes, sir.
And that's why it's important to get the answer as fast as possible, because now, she's just 8 months old. The beauty of this is,
She ain't gonna
she's
know.
so young, she won't have to remember this. You can step in now and really get in there and be the kind of father that she needs. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hanger, you claim the defendant has already been placed on child support for your daughter Chloe, and therefore there is no reason to administer a paternity test.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've dragged him to court to order he pay the support he has been neglecting. Mr. Babbitt, you petitioned.
That be making me wonder if it's real.
And claim to support your case.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
The court must decide if there is enough evidence to
Some of this
administer a
might be
paternity
fake.
test.
I don't
First,
know.
Ms. Hanger, what has Mr. Babbitt done for your child?
He's done absolutely nothing for her. He's a spoiled, rotten, arrogant brat, point blank. He won't even admit
How
that
they even wind up
she looks
together?
like him when she's identical to him.
But just because you frame her out there and put her next to my family, that's not actually a DNA test, you know, I mean, that's actually.
Okay, you'll get it, don't
And
worry
so,
about it.
Mr. Babbitt, you say you're certain you're not.
Babbitt is his
All
name too.
actuality, I mean, like, no, I don't believe it.
You're lying, dude. Point blank, you're lying.
I mean,
Maybe that baby do look like
professional
him.
of all giving me the opinion that you were pregnant would have been good too. But I mean, like.
And so, wait a minute. Just let me understand this situation. I don't know how you two even ever had sex. The way you two are acting.
That ain't what you meant.
Goodness, how did you get on child support?
Oh, I defaulted, I suppose, as they say, because I didn't get served. They dropped papers off on my porch, on my grandmother's porch, and
No, I seen the paperwork from them. It's, Jane Doe signed it, but that legally states that you received this paperwork.
it said that Jane Doe has.
But they said as long as somebody signed for it saying that you were gonna get it, you were
But
automatically
they
involved.
said that, or did you say that dropping the paperwork off, not talking to you?
No, they showed me the paperwork of somebody signing it.
Okay, so there was no coincidence that after you
They
showed me
said, I
my
asked them.
and then when I go
So
to
did you
the
get the
it's like,
paperwork, Mr.
I
Babbitt?
got paperwork on my porch. Did I get paperwork from any?
All right,
No.
so you got paperwork on your porch that said what?
That there was a paternity thing for a DNA test for whatever, Chloe, yeah, for Chris.
Did you show up for the DNA test?
I didn't think it was happening. I couldn't find it anywhere else, or I couldn't get any
I had
information.
wrote him previously and told him, hey, it's coming up, or you need to show up there, because it was a court-ordered one.
So the bottom line is there was an attempt to notify you, and you did get the paperwork that said, show up for a DNA test as it relates to baby
I've also
Chloe.
seen paperwork saying I want a free iPod. That doesn't mean it's true. I mean,
All right, you can be a smart mouth if you want, but you the one on child support. Yes, ma'am, what do you
I
have?
have the proof showing the paperwork stating that he is on child support.
Let me see that, Jerome. So this is paperwork that shows shows that you are supposed to pay $272.50 per month in child support.
I actually never got the paper. Here's the paperwork that I got.
How much?
It was in my restaurant.
$272 a
It
month.
says you're supposed to be paying child support for Chloe Hanger. Didn't give a middle name, didn't give a social security number. On the birthday
They're
payment,
not gonna give you her social security
why I
number.
found your father.
Miss Hanger, how a grown man gets paperwork from a court that he doesn't honor. You felt like it was like something fraudulent?
Well, yeah, if I would've got a letter that had it like postmarking on it, you know, that went through the mail, that would've made me feel a whole lot better about it, but I didn't.
It's because they personally served you. They weren't gonna put it through the mail to say, oh, I lost it or I never received it.
Right, well, because the mail would just, you know, register and actually be proof of going, have a tracking number and all that, but that's beside the point.
So, you did identify Ms. Hanger as the mother?
Yes,
And you did sleep with her, right, at some point?
that is true.
And so, if you had her as the mother and you had slept with her at some point, you didn't say to yourself, well, just in case this is real, I should call about this could be serious, I could maybe have a child?
Just in case it was real, I figured it'd be filled out, so.
So the bottom line is you just decided to disregard
And wait for that, or something like
not
that.
name the
You
father
moved up
by
tomorrow,
law,
huh?
and now you
How many people you got
are
tomorrow?
responsible for child support.
One.
They told me,
Because,
Her daughter.
I'm sorry?
If it's my child, I will be, you're correct.
Well, no, you're responsible for it now because you were named the.
they gave him 30 days after he did not show up for this DNA test. They gave him 30 days to appeal it, and he never did.
I can still appeal it.
No, you can't. Not after that. Your name's on her birth certificate now.
I didn't sign it.
Mr. Babbitt, this has nothing to even do with the birth certificate. This has to do with the fact your failure to appear caused you to be named the father by default.
Did I look confused about that?
No, you look confused, period, and you look like you got a smart mouth, and you think you know too much, but what you should have known was to bring your butt to court. Then you wouldn't be here.
But you know
You
you
can
was a
start
father.
if you want to. Let me tell you something, Mr. Babbitt. Let me tell you something, Mr. Babbitt. You get smart with me if you want to. You're gonna lose every day of this week. I'll give you a minute to get yourself together, because you're not gonna clown. Because there's a baby here whose father's in question, and we're gonna get down to the bottom of it. I'm doing you a favor of trying to understand your position. But every time I ask you a question, you have something smart to say.
We're not getting.
Now hold on. Do not question what I think you look like. I'm here to ask questions. You're here to answer them. I'm here to give you the answers to the questions you have as it relates to paternity. Now, whether you have animosity towards Ms. Hanger or you feel like someone tried to railroad you, that's your personal feelings, but what you're not going to do is take them out on me.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to.
No. Yes, you are sorry. How did this relationship begin? Was it committed? Were you also sleeping with other people?
I met him through my roommate. He hung out a couple of times, played video games, listened to music, all that stuff, and then everything went on from there.
So the bottom line is you two were intimate
Yes.
at some point.
Yes.
Did you use protection?
No, never.
All right, Mr. Babbitt, do you think at the time she was sleeping with you that she was also sleeping with someone else?
Yeah, the other roommate, yeah, because he was super jealous when I first showed up there.
What made you believe he was sleeping with her?
He made a comment about how when she gets mad, walk around looking like a bulldog. And the other said, well, wow, we said it, you know what I mean? And then the other thing was talking about the size of her female anatomy, and it didn't land up, and he did.
This is new to me. I've never heard this. I don't know how exactly you can even.
Let's see how we can say this. There was an identifiable piece of her anatomy, and it was described, and then when you had a sexual relationship with her, that description was confirmed, and so you felt to yourself, they probably did.
Probably, yes.
Okay. When you found out you were pregnant, you told Mr. Babbitt because that was the only person you were sleeping with?
Yes, I had not slept with anybody else prior to him for a year with my ex-boyfriend.
So you had never slept with anybody else but Mr. Babbitt during that window of months?
Well, you were sneaking out in the middle of the night doing something.
I was not sneaking out.
You were all over me.
To go to the bathroom.
Yes, and you wouldn't come back for an hour.
So you would be asleep, and then she would climb out of the bed and not come back for an hour?
Maybe sometimes 30 or 40 minutes, but it's a long time.
No.
And
Oh
then
my God, you got good time. You got so
And
fast.
that's, yeah, because because I start piecing it, like, well, he said this, but that could have been a past relationship thing. Maybe he's just being jealous. But then her sneaking out, and it wasn't exactly sneaking out, but not coming back, it just kind of starts building some questionable
The
situations.
only time I would leave my bed when he was asleep is to go to the bathroom and come back.
Okay, so the court has ordered a lie detector test.
Yes.
To determine if in fact Ms. Hanger was sleeping with the roommate, and we will have those results shortly. Moving on. During the pregnancy, did you immediately say, that's not my child, or did you participate?
I was wanting to get evidence of it, like a pregnancy test. Now, she did take a little, I guess she took one. I never saw her take one. She presented me with a pregnancy test that was positive. I was like, well, you know, for $1, how about you just go get another one? That way I don't think some ghetto hood rat stuff's going on, and we can, you know, get this worked out. And she objected to that. We went down.
I did not object. I said we didn't have the money to go get it. I told him to go.
The dollar was right there.
I told him to go and get it. He didn't have any money. I didn't have any money. We were together for 3.5 months in the house.
So at this point, you're not believing, Mr.
Right,
Babbitt,
exactly.
that she's really even pregnant, or you're not believing that the baby is yours?
I didn't even
We
believe
didn't
she
believe
was
her
pregnant.
pregnant.
All right.
I went to the doctor's appointment with her to get the ultrasound done. We're sitting there, they're doing this ultrasound, and the nurse is sitting there, okay, we're gonna find that heartbeat. And then the nurse is trying to go around for her stomach.
It wasn't an ultrasound. It was a fetal Doppler. Two different things.
Well, either way, it's supposed to detect at 6 weeks, and you're 7.5, and the nurse told me no, so that was my medical
She
advice.
said it was too early to probably.
No,
You
she
were
did
supposed to
not.
have the next appointment. You took off to Florida.
Wait, let me get this. So when you were at that appointment, Mr. Babbitt, and it was hard for her to detect a heartbeat,
At all.
you said, okay, she's not pregnant.
Yes.
And then that's why you went on ahead and went out of town, because in your mind, you thought
Yeah.
there was no pregnancy.
Well,
But
for one, I'm a bigger lady. It does take a little bit harder to detect things when you're a certain amount of weeks pregnant.
so you were instructed 2 weeks later to come
Yes.
back.
Yes, and he left 2 days before the next.
She wasn't instructed on anything while I was there. She may have been instructed, but that evidence was withheld from me too.
Ms. Hager, when you had the baby, you were there by yourself, Mr. Babbitt was not there?
No.
All right.
This is
Did you let him know?
Yeah, I let him know. I had to go get induced. And then I got.
Wait, no, I'm not. No, tonight, for real, this is night.
No, I got
And
induced.
after a week of that,
I got induced
did you?
a week before my due date. I was there for 12.5 hours. They couldn't get my water to break, so they sent me home. But I wrote him that first inducement telling him I'm in the hospital, and this is what he proceeds to tell me. I have evidence of the letter right here.
Let me see that, Drew. So you tell him, I'm in the hospital and it's really gonna happen this
That's
time.
what she wanna
And you
ask
write,
her,
"I'm in the
how in the world did
hospital."
y'all even get together?
Royce Babbitt, the defendant, he writes back, that's great. Maybe they'll have you committed because you have to be crazy if you think I'm coming up there for a baby I don't believe is mine.
And he also tried to tell me that I stole a baby because I never proved to him that I was pregnant.
No, what I thought could have happened is as crazy as you are.
He's
my
crazy.
doctor gonna-
Look at him.
I think he's getting, get screaming.
This might be a
Take a
joke.
picture with the kid, or your kid, it's like on Facebook.
I am in a hospital bed. I had a cesarean. I had an emergency C-section the second time I got induced.
Up until this point, from the time you went to Florida until the time you had this baby, you all weren't speaking, he wasn't involved?
No, we started semi-talking on Facebook only. And he had me come pick him up in December. I'm 32 weeks pregnant to come over to my house to talk in person. It's the first time I had seen him since he took off. He laid his head on my stomach. He asked me what I was naming her and stood in the middle of her nursery.
Yeah, I walked in
And
there,
that
like,
makes you
"Dude,
emotional.
don't
Why are you feeling emotional, Ms. Hanger? What are you feeling?
That my daughter has to go without her father because I went through that.
You brought a witness today. Give you a moment to compose yourself. I'd like to hear from your witness. Sir, please stand. State your name, sir.
Roy Babbitt.
Mr. Babbitt, you are,
Royce's father.
you're Mr. Babbitt, Royce's father.
Correct.
And you're standing with the plaintiff.
Because Chloe is our granddaughter.
You'll take me to everybody's kid."
And I've got.
You do.
It's
And you brought evidence. I'd like to see.
Oh, yeah, he'll take in anybody's kid.
Picture with Chloe.
This is a joke.
This is a picture of
Of my baby picture.
your baby picture on the left and Chloe's baby picture on the right.
Plus Chloe has so many tendencies, looks, and mannerisms as Royce does, that, it's really hard to know. We've gone through this with the first job, and, it's just, he needs to step up to the plate. He's got an older boy, and we've gone down this road before, and, you know, he needs to.
The first thing, step up,
and
I let my wife
second one,
in.
here we are with Chloe,
You ain't my son.
and, you know, he needs to step up and play and take care of his children.
All right, well, the court issued lie detector tests. Mr. Babbitt requested it, and we did so, and we have those results. Jerome, may I have the envelope, please? This lie detector test was issued in order to see if, in fact, there is enough evidence to warrant this court ordering a DNA test. Ms. Hanger, you met with a licensed polygraph expert with 20 years of federal law enforcement experience. You were asked, did you have sexual intercourse with your roommate after March 2013? You said no. The lie detector indicated deception.
That can't be, no, something's not right with this. I swear on everything. I did not touch my roommate. That is on my daughter. That is on my family.
There are notes in the court papers, I remember reading them, that
Why would they go into
refer
all
to
of
a
this?
one-night stand. Do you remember this one night?
Yeah, it was back in August. It was, did I carry my daughter for 18 months pregnant? No,
So
I did not. It was in August, and he was drunk, and we didn't even finish.
All right, the court has determined that there is sufficient evidence to warrant a DNA test. I am going to order both of you to submit to that testing, return to this courtroom, and we will have the results. Are we clear? The court is adjourned.
So they ain't gonna find out. Man, we
We're
had to
back
sit
in
through that.
session in the case of Hanger,
Oh, we're back.
Babbitt.
I was about to say.
You all have gone and submitted to the DNA testing, and we have those results for you. Jerome, envelope. Thank you. Before I read these results, if either of you have any words you'd like to say, truth you'd like to tell.
Okay,
No? All right. These results were prepared by
I
DNA
don't know if he
Diagnostics,
did that.
and they read as follows.
It's so hard to
In the
tell.
case of Hanger versus Babbitt, when it comes to 17-month-old Chloe Hanger,
17 months, huh?
it has been determined by this court, Mr. Royce Babbitt, you are her father.
All I want is an apology for her. All I want is an apology for her. I don't owe you any apology. You owe me an apology for denying her.
Come on, dude.
I told you she was very one.
Yeah, it's my child now, but it wasn't then. I mean, I could.
It wasn't then.
Let's not.
This dude is a clown.
Nonsense, because it just doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't.
That was the past. Let's just be honest. This is a lesson to women and men alike. When you engage in activities that produces children without using protection, you can end up with a child by a man that has this response. Miss Smith, your case today because you said led to the birth of your 4-year-old daughter, Adriana. You testified that you are
regret every day of her life that she didn't get out of baby by him.
and once proven today, you want him to step up as he does with his other kids. Is that correct? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Womack, you claim that there was nothing romantic about the casual hookups you had with the plaintiff, and you deny you fathered her daughter. You say there are many other possible fathers, and until you have proof, you will not claim another man's child. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. If she was 100% sure that she was my baby, why wait 3 years to tell me? Someone texts me out of the blue. 3 years later, I have your baby. And I just accept it. I can't do it.
So you got a text. This is the text. Miss Smith says, you know I had your baby. And right back, when was this? And then Miss Smith says, 2015.
Right, I'm with him on this one.
And why you think it's mine and just now saying something? So how were you feeling to get a text like that?
It really upset me because after all this time, I look like a bad person. I I don't wanna be in her life.
And you feel like he's making no effort to get to know your daughter or have a relationship?
No, y'all. I am 100% sure that Mr. Womack here is my
Well, why
daughter's
you ain't
father.
that one too?
And I want him to step up and be a father to my daughter. And because, my daughter is 4, and, she don't have a father figure. And when she sees Mr. Womack, she wants to be with her daddy.
You said when Adriana sees her daddy, sees him where?
On Facebook, y'all.
Oh, he's on Facebook.
Yes, y'all.
Oh, so she got a Facebook father. That is sad. And why did you make a choice to show her Facebook pictures when you could have been in touch with the real man?
Some stuff that happened a long time ago, and I didn't have, the courage to tell Mr. Womack. I just showed her Facebook pictures.
All right, let's peel back. Because at this point, I know I'm confused. And I'm sure everyone in the gallery is too. I don't even know how to start. Let's just start from the beginning. How did you all meet and what was the nature of your relationship?
We was in high school. He was like the all-star, basketball player, football player, and I'm just like, regular old freshman. So me and Mr. Womack, started having sex.
You did?
Yes, ma'am.
And then that was just like, did you date? Or what do you mean you just started?
We checked each other DM, like, messenger. So.
Oh, that's how it starts?
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't even go to dinner or nothing? You just go in the DM?
Yes, ma'am.
That's just nasty. So we just go in the DM. Honey, y'all got it way too easy, Jerome.
Right.
You don't even have to take nobody to dinner anymore.
You know how much money I spent?
And all you needed was the DM.
Yeah. Man.
Anyway, so this happens. It's not a relationship. It's just sex.
Yes, ma'am.
How many times did you have sex?
A lot.
It was 3, Your Honor.
3 times?
3 times.
No, it wasn't, Your Honor.
I can count
Okay.
on one hand 3 times, Your Honor.
Well, it only takes one hand to count to 3. All right, so tell me about the times you remember when you all had sex.
One time was after a party.
Okay.
One time was in my room at my mom's house when she was away.
Okay.
And the 3rd time was on the back porch.
All right. And at some point, you find out you're pregnant?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Take me to that day. What happened?
My mother felt that I wasn't, feeling well. I was supposed to go to church that Sunday. We didn't go to church. Found out I was pregnant November 23rd. I didn't, tell Mr. Womack at the time because I told my ex,
So at that time, were you purposefully leaving Mr. Womack out? Were you purposely saying, I'm just going to tell my ex he's the father and I'm not going to even think about Mr. Womack? Or did you forget about Mr. Womack?
Only reason why I, point the finger at Mr. Womack was because every time that, me and Mr. Womack would have a sexual encounter, he would say, I pulled out. So it was the point that I put the thing, put the person on
It was
my
raining. Yes, it did.
This is exactly why young
It's always
people
raining.
don't need to have sex. If I hear one more story about somebody not finishing the act, I can't believe that we are still in this place where we don't know. That doesn't work. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So you're saying you thought Mr. Womack couldn't be the father because he didn't ever really finish the act.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you wrote him off.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how did you come to realize that that is not the case?
Child support had did a DNA test, and the DNA test had said that he wasn't the father. So I went back to Mr. Womack.
And so how old was Adriana when this was happening?
When I told Mr. Womack, my daughter hadn't even turned 3 yet. She was 2.
All right, so she tracked you down. You did the text. We've already read the text. What happened after the text, Mr. Womack? Can you fill that in?
Not gonna lie, Your Honor. I was claiming
because I was raised up, if it's a possibility, it's mine. And I didn't want her to not have a father in her life when I can be her father if it's a possibility she's mine. But after talking to my family, you know, after 3 years, and you just not telling me, you know, I can't do it. But we can find out. She also slept with other family members.
How did that just jump out of nowhere? How could it be a family member's baby?
She was messing around with it.
With the family member?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you messing around with a family member, Miss Smith?
Yes, Your Honor. But it wasn't during the time that I got pregnant with my daughter.
When I was messing with her, it wasn't just me and her ex. She was messing around. It was like it was a sport for her.
Were you having sex with Mr. Womack's family member during the same window of time that you were also intimate with him?
No, Your Honor.
That's a lot.
Mr. Womack had told me, he said, you could have slept with one of my cousins, and that's why the baby looked like him. I said, well, how does that happen? Oh, don't worry about that. I said, well, which cousin you think my daughter look like? You know, it's pretty much that you look
Well,
like.
you should know who it would be. What is this?
I have another cousin here who I tell things to, and he knows about it.
Sir, please stand up and step up to this podium. State your name for the court.
Cedric Sherman.
Mr. Sherman,
Yes, ma'am.
please tell me you're gonna have some testimony.
Well, to just shed a little light on the situation.
Please do.
You know, everybody knows her as, you know, the go-to girl, so it really wasn't any, like, you know.
You say she was the go-to girl.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't wanna put words in your mouth. Go-to for sex?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so you got labels like that, that if the go-to girl, what do you do? You just call the go-to girl? How does that work?
I mean, when one guy done messing with her, the next guy, you know, just try to slide in or something.
Oh, so one person would have sex with her, and then if one of the friends say, I wanna have sex, you all would say, well, you know you can call the go-to girl.
Yes, ma'am.
And how would you have her number? You share it?
They're DM. Sexaholic.
Were you that girl, Miss Smith?
I mean, yes, Your Honor, I'm not gonna lie about it, I was, because I figured, you know, I'm trying to fit in. So I was, you know, messing around with, you know, guys because I wanted to fit in. Because, you know, everybody would, you know, bully me or whatever, so it was to the point that I thought I was doing that, but I know I was doing it the wrong way to fit in, you know, so.
Okay, so we know now that that's not appropriate, right? And that's no way to fit in. That's a way to end up in paternity court.
It's gonna be a baby though.
But I will say this to you, as a young girl, I appreciated, you finally testified to something that made sense, and I understood that. You were new to an area, you were being bullied, you were the new girl, and the way you tried to cope is you tried to be that girl.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it ended up turning into basically just getting used up by a whole bunch of young boys. And I can see that hurt you to recall that. I see the tears. Because that's not who you want to be, right?
No, Your Honor.
And that's not who you wanted to be back then.
No, Your Honor.
See, that's why we come here. Just tell it. It's okay. I'd rather you just tell the ugly truth than try to make up a pretty lie. I will accept an ugly truth any day versus people talking in circles trying to make a lie pretty. Because that just frustrates me because it don't make no sense. As hard as that was for you to say, it made perfectly good sense. As hard as it was for me to fathom a young girl like you just giving your body away and laying down with anybody, any little young boy that wanted to do it to try to feel important or special or feel included, That's hard for me to accept because I don't want that for any young woman. But at the same time, do I know that that's a reality for many? Yes. There are young boys running around here having way too much sex. Not because it's necessarily what they would want to do, but they're copying what they boys do because they don't want to look like the lame guy that don't want to do it. It's called peer pressure for a reason.
Okay.
So, now we're in the truth. Let's stay in it. So the truth is, you've had sex with other guys besides Mr. Womack during the period. But when you think about the window of conception, you just thought, okay, Mr. Womack was in that period of time. It was either my ex or Mr. Womack.
I didn't have my daddy in my life. You know, I look at my daughter, and you know, she just like, she wants her dad, you know? The whole trip coming up here, she's like, if I don't see my dad, I couldn't give her no answer. You know, she's 4, she'll be 5. You know? And to the point that I didn't have my dad growing up, so, you know, that's the best I can do is give my daughter her father.
And she was so excited to come here today.
Yes, Your Honor.
She was so excited that you were coming to court today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because she felt like the end result was that she was going to be able to see her daddy in real life.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Mr. Womack, that broke my heart. I know if you love children the way you say, that's just, you can barely even look at our picture. What do you think, sir?
I just wish I could have been there if she's mine, you know?
But this is what it takes, you guys. It takes being honest. It takes being real. All we can do is go forward. And in this courtroom, we believe the only way to go forward is with the truth. And I have that for you. Jerome, may I have your vote, please? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Smith versus Womack, when it comes to 4-year-old Adriana, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Womack, you are the father.
I love this.
Just feel bad because I should have been there. I'm ready to be her father, you know? She deserves it.
Yes, she does. I believe you're going to do what you say you're going to do and be there for this little girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Smith, you had to come clean on some very ugly truths. You had to go back in a time when you didn't feel worthy. But aren't you happy you did?
Yes, Your Honor.
Aren't you happy you had the courage?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McCrory, after you and your wife received shocking results in this courtroom surrounding your daughter's paternity, you returned home and realized you have good reason to doubt your son, Keith's paternity. And now your marriage is on the rise.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. McCrory, you claim your daughter's results surprised you, but you're confident your husband fathered your 3-year-old son, and you hope to prove it today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your court papers, it says you all broke up for a few days, around Keith's conception, is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
You did?
Yes.
And so during that breakup, Ms. McCrory, did you sleep with anyone else? Were you intimate with anyone else?
Yes, I was.
Did you use protection?
No.
Had you ever told Mr. McCrory about this?
No, I didn't. Because I see it as that, why would I have to tell him if we're not together?
So you felt like we're broken up?
My business.
But when you get pregnant,
The bed wasn't even like cold, like it was, we just broke up. Like, I mean, if me, her, you know, something happens to her and she dies today, I'm not gonna have a new woman in the bed 3 days later because, you know, the death do us part, you know? The thing was, I couldn't get a hold of her, I called her, and for 2 days she ignored me. Finally, I get a hold of her, and there's a guy in the background, and she's claiming it's her brother, but the whole time we're together, he never comes over, and he lives 2 blocks away. And then when I say that to her, she's like, oh, my friends are here, I gotta go, you know, and just chilling, blah, blah, blah.
interesting. So while you're taking that break or you're broken up, you admittedly slept with someone else?
Yes, I did.
Without protection?
Yes.
But during the pregnancy with Keith Jr., you never told him, even after the birth?
No, because I just 1,000% know that's his child right there. That's his kid, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back, it's his child. You can tell, look at.
And so you just felt like you didn't have to tell the whole truth because you were so certain Keith Jr.
Yes.
was.
And it's just, I feel that it's just not, everyone's making it seem like it's cheating. I wasn't with him, it's not cheating.
No, we're past the cheating part. We're on the paternity part.
And Your Honor,
We're on the part where you find out you're pregnant and you slept with 2. No, we're not on the marital part.
Well, the fact is, it's his kid. I'm 1,000% sure.
You're that certain.
Yes.
But you were also very certain when it came to Nevaeh. I remember this attitude. I don't forget. You acted just like this the last time you were in court about Nevaeh.
Yep, but it
And
wasn't it.
it was not.
No, there wasn't. People make mistakes. It's like,
They absolutely
They
do.
do.
And that's why we're asking you, in this instance, did you make any other mistakes? Were you in a position where you may not know who Keith's biological father is? I mean, Mr. McCrory is truly doubting you.
he didn't doubt it the whole time we're together. The whole time the kid's been born, he hasn't doubted that kid at all until this last case with the vet. And you're gonna bring it up? Why didn't you bring it up a long time ago?
yeah,
Because he didn't know you cheated, right?
right.
He didn't know you, let me rephrase. He didn't know you slept with someone else when you were broken up. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you said the bed wasn't even cold yet.
Yes, Your Honor. And see, the thing is the potential father, she would promise them, say she'd send him pictures and stuff like that, but she said she promised me she wasn't sending him pictures.
What kind of pictures are these?
Your Honor, I have pictures that she puts on Facebook all the time, that, you know, some of them are old, but some of them were recent. I mean,
Let me see those, Ron, even though I'm not sure I want to.
I mean, Your Honor, these are pictures that a husband would want on her Facebook. I mean,
So these are photos that you're afraid she's also sending to men.
There's nothing wrong with that picture.
yes, Your Honor,
No,
ma'am. I mean, the first one was just like not too long ago.
And those pictures, I mean, I wasn't even with him.
The first
that's
one
just
was
pictures.
like
Those pictures have been on
less
Facebook
than 6 months
for
ago.
years, and I don't do that stuff no more.
The first one was like probably like less than 6 or 7 months ago.
No, those pictures are not 6, 7 months ago. Those are
The one with the top that you just.
There's nothing wrong with that
bought
picture.
Not
It's
long.
no different if a girl puts a bikini on and takes a picture on Facebook. It's a split for.
So, listen, Mr. McCrory, even though as a husband you may not want your wife posting these kind of photos, I don't think the photos alone are evidence that Keith Jr. may not be your biological child, but I do believe the fact that she admittedly slept with someone without protection, this guy, during the time you all were on this break, is reason to doubt.
This was supposed to be my friend and her friend. He comes over our house, he chills out, he would come to the house and drink with us and crash on the couch for the night.
And this is the person she slept with?
Yes, Your Honor. If she's lying to me and it's not my son, I'm not gonna stay with her. I'm gonna leave her. I mean, I'm not gonna be with somebody who lied to me about my son.
So the stakes are that high?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married for 3 years. Been together for 4.
Really? And so you all are raising these 2 children together. You have this beautiful son, you love him dearly. But now you have questions regarding his paternity.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so now the marriage is on the rocks. You have absolutely absolutely no trust now.
Yes, I
He's
know.
not really one to talk. Well, it's like, how would I know what he was doing for the 4 days? He could have been doing something.
I know.
He was chatting with girls.
Well, you know what, Mrs. Corey, you're right, but if you haven't heard about any babies being born as a
I
result
don't know,
of it,
you know, you never know.
but I'm saying you wouldn't,
Oh, no.
if you do, you're welcome to come back, but in this instance, we're talking about Keith Jr. I mean, that's why we're here, because
You shouldn't even be here right now.
if you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
My name is on the birth certificate. I have that with me here today.
You brought the birth certificate?
I got a copy of
Let
that.
me see that, Ryan, can you hand it to me?
I mean, and I was excited when he was born. I've always wanted a son that I can give my last name to, that can share that bond with Junior, and that can pass it on to his son.
The truth is, because she did have unprotected sex with somebody else, it's possible that this little boy is not yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's been eating away at you.
Yes, Your Honor. And going through all this, Your Honor, it made me kind of think about things like, I mean, there was a time period.
Ms. McCrory, give yourself a minute and then come back in. Let's finish this case. Mr. McCrory, this is the reason why you asked the court for a lie detector test.
Yes.
Because you don't have it.
I don't have any trust.
Come on back in.
She's saying guilty. That might not be this.
What's making you so emotional?
Because it's his kid.
And what, you just feel like you're getting, you're beat down by the accusations, or what, you have so much on you because everything didn't turn out the way you thought with Hosea, that you come back home?
Because I feel bad that I don't know where dad is.
And that case, you feel like affected the way your husband feels about your son.
Yes.
And that's upsetting.
Yes, it does.
You know, I would think that way. I mean, like I said, like at the beginning it was positive, this one, but there's other options. And then towards the, like, at the time of court and after court, it was bouncing back and forth. You know, let's write this person, let's write that person. And then talking to, you know, the possible, Nevaeh, you know, the possible father, writing back and forth about your kid looks like my kid.
Of course I'm gonna do that when I'm trying to find out who her dad is. She has a right to know, just like he has a right to know, but she's gonna look stupid because it's his kid.
But we're in court today talking about Keith Jr. And the truth is that there is at least one other possible father for Keith Jr.
Not to me, no. He is his father.
Well, we've heard this before, Ms. McCrory, and it didn't turn out the way you said, and that's what is making him so nervous.
The other thing that makes me nervous is the other possibility is still on her Facebook today.
So it concerns you that she's still in contact
Yeah.
with this person.
Well, I'm gonna obviously be in contact with the person. I tried to tell him about it just in case it wasn't, but I know 1,000% sure he's the father. He looks stupid.
So just in case it wasn't,
Mr. McCrory,
just told her.
you asked Ms. McCrory to submit to a lie detector test. We have administered that lie detector test, and I have the results for you. Would you like to hear them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Line the envelope, please. These results were prepared by a licensed polygraph examiner. Before I read these results, Ms. McCrory, what do you expect that we will find out?
The truth. On it all. Not lying about anything.
Okay. Ms. McCrory, you were asked from 2013 until the present, have you slept with anyone other than one man you admitted to your husband? You admitted that you did.
Yeah, I did.
Who is that person?
Someone else.
You just said you
Mistakes
didn't.
when I got together. So you should be able to shake his head because he's no better.
All right. Ms. McCrory, you were then asked if you sent racy pictures to anyone other than your husband in the last 4 years. You admitted that you did. Ms. McCrory, you were asked if you had sexual intercourse with the other possible father of Keith Jr. other than the 2 times you previously admitted. You said no. The lie detector determined you were being deceptive.
What? What the heck is that?
Lie.
No, it's not. That don't make no sense.
So is there anything you'd like to add? Do you have anything you want to share? Do you want to share with your husband? Maybe something you haven't told him to let him know that you're trying to be truthful.
I am truthful. I've been truthful. Well, I mean, other than that lie, I'm not gonna. I mean, it's not really a lie because it's like we went together. We got back together. Why should I have to tell him?
Maybe because the child he thinks is his child may not be.
No, I'm 1,000% sure it's his child. I'm not worried about it.
He literally has tears in his eyes in this moment, and he's worried. You act like you don't care.
I do
But he's
care.
worried.
I do care.
You have an interesting way of showing.
I do care.
What are you feeling in this moment, Mr. McClure?
Like, hurt, I mean, just confused. I mean, I don't know, like, where the trust is here. You know, I've even had somebody come up to me in a grocery store and, you know, just laugh and say, oh, you're with Rose. And I said, yeah. And he's like, I slept with her, you know, a few months
No,
back.
that's not true.
And, you know,
I never slept with him.
she says that he's just saying that he wants to sleep with her, that she never touched him. He hung out before I was in the picture.
So after you hear these results, do they further compound the doubt you were feeling when you walked into this courtroom today?
Yeah, sure, I do.
Do you understand how this led you to this point in your marriage, Mr. Corey? Do you get it?
I get it. It's just I don't understand like why